Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, Aaron Smith here, the amputee canoer today, not the amputee cyclist. And so today I parked my truck under the I-35 bridge over the Red River between Texas and Oklahoma. And so I carried my canoe from up there where my truck is all the way down here, right there. And so we are going to canoe down the Red River. I-35 bridge right there, and then we've got the train bridge over there. The train bridge only carries trains, no cars on that one. So we're gonna go under the train bridge, and I'm just gonna go west, and the river's gonna curve north, and we're gonna go as long as I can stand it, as long as I'm having fun. And then we're gonna turn around, and it's a windy day, but the wind's coming out of the north. So once I turn and head north, I'll be going into headwind. Good news is that's gonna help push me back. Okay. So I'm looking forward to this adventure. I've never done it before, at least not by myself, and I've never gone in that direction before. I've always gone in that direction in the past, and I've always had friends with me. So it's not a very handicap accessible river. This is really the only place that I know of around here where I have access to the river. But even though it's not handicap accessible, I've got my mudding leg, my artificial leg here, and the only thing is just hard to carry that 70-pound canoe on my shoulders. It'll be harder going back uphill, but we'll worry about that after this canoe trip. For now, come join me. Let's canoe down the Red River and let's have some fun. All right, let's go. Instead of sitting on these seats, I'm gonna sit on the bottom of the canoe here, and I'm gonna take my leg apart, my artificial leg. Just gonna take it apart like that, because if I tip over, I wanna be able to get my leg out of here and not get stuck under the canoe, under this bar right here. Okay. Okay, so we're in the canoe, let's take off. We just gotta get off land and go. All right, we are off. Bye-bye I-35 bridge. It's a pretty shallow river. I can gauge with my paddle how deep it is. I think it's probably deepest over here. So we'll stay over here where it's deeper, just so we don't drag the bottom as much. All right. This is great. We'll just go against the flow. The river actually, we're going against the flow of the river. It's not flowing very much, but it does flow, and it flows in the opposite direction. And so this way, we'll have the flow and the wind in our favor when we head back, when we have to turn around. And I'll tell you, this is a real upper body workout, lower body too, because just carrying this canoe from the truck down to the water, and then, you know, it's so slippery in that mud, it's just really hard to do. And so it's a really good workout. In addition to the paddling, just carrying the canoe to a point where it's accessible on the river bank. That's a workout in and of itself. Warning, do not anchor or dredge. Huh. They have a sign there that says, warning, do not anchor or dredge. Not sure what they even mean. Yeah, it's actually pretty new looking up there. They've got it looks like a new aluminum walkway on top of the old bridge right there. So yeah, a unique view of the construction of this bridge, the engineering that went into it. A lot of big I-beams. Man, isn't that interesting to see? To carry all those trains, it's got all these big I-beams, steel I-beams, and can carry a lot of weight. Well, this is not deep at all. I'm touching the bottom with my paddle. Yeah, it's only about a foot deep right here. That big old great blue heron. Very difficult to navigate. But we're doing it. We are navigating it. Just can't tell which side of the river I should be on. So I'm just winging it, y'all. Just winging it. There does seem to be a pretty strong current all of a sudden. I don't know if that's because there may be rain upriver and the water's rising, or if it's just because I'm at a different point in the river where I notice the current more. But right now I can definitely notice the current. That we are going against. We're going against that current. Okay. The thing about the Red River that makes it different is that you just have to paddle for so long to get anywhere. I mean, you can see so far up ahead of you that it takes, you know, and you're in a canoe, and so it takes a long time to get to where you can see. You may see a turn up in a bend up in the river ahead, and then to paddle to get there, it just takes a long time because it's such a big, wide river, and it creates the illusion that you're not going anywhere fast. And that's something I'm not used to, because I usually, the times I have canoed, it's been more in small creeks with a faster current, and you're going the same speed, but you feel like you're going a lot faster in those smaller creeks. But what I learned on my last trip, you know, it's been 12 years since I lost this leg, and so what I've learned is that I need to be a little more careful. But I can still do it. I can still canoe. I just need to be careful. And I'm better off picking waters that aren't as turbulent. And so a big wide river like this shouldn't be as turbulent as a narrow, fast-flowing creek. Gives me more time to react when I can see what I've got to react to further up ahead. So I hope this works out, y'all, because this could be a new deal for me, like cycling. Maybe not something I do quite as often, but a good upper body workout addition to cycling. That wind is trying to turn the front of my canoe sideways, so gotta fight the wind. But I am getting pretty close to the shore, or I'm going towards where I know it's gonna gradually get shallow right there, so I need to kind of stay in the middle. A lot of bulldozer work being done over there. You can see where the trees have all been bulldozed down. Somebody created an access point right there for some reason. And a lot of dirt being moved over there. I think there's, you know, I know there's just a sand quarry over on that side, but I'm not sure why the dirt work has been done over on this side. So we got an island in the middle sandbar, and I think I need to go that way. We'll reassess as we progress forward, but sometimes you got to choose which way to go around the sandbar, and if you choose wrong, you'll end up in water that's too shallow to navigate. So this water, it's moving, but it's like a maze in some cases. So we're gonna go that way and hope we made the right choice. This water is just so shallow, it's ridiculous. But you know, the sand creates it's difficult for there to even be a deep spot, because the sand, you know, the sand is so loose, it just keeps the river bottom kind of even, and it keeps you don't have a whole lot of carving deep channels into the sand, because you know they fill up with sand, so it's all pretty shallow. Fighting the current, the fast current. Yeah, right through this channel right here. Good deal. We are dragging the bottom a little bit, but still moving forward. It just didn't seem like it was moving this fast when I was under the bridge, because it was so wide and you couldn't see any turbulence. But when it gets narrow like this and shallow, boy, you can really see the turbulence and see that it is actually moving. This river is moving real fast, even as low as it is. Bunch of ducks over there. It's pretty neat. They're not scared of me yet. They haven't started flying away, but I see them, and they're starting to walk away. Yeah, there they go. There they all fly away, all those ducks. Real pretty out here. Yeah, sailing my Viking ship against the wind. No sails, just oars. Heave ho, heave ho. Yeah. Oh, some kind of piece of machinery up there. Right up there. No dredging. Something up ahead. Let's see what it says. Proceed with caution. Something area. We'll get closer to it, but this is some kind of area that's requires caution. Dredging operation ahead. Proceed with caution. Okay. They are dredging the river for sand and gravel, and we don't want to get dredged. We don't want to get caught up in some kind of dredge, whatever the heck that looks like. We don't want to get stuck in the river. So yeah, I will proceed with caution. Slow going, difficult sailing, my friends, difficult sailing for now as we go against the flow. But I'm getting a good workout, and I'm just going to turn around when I feel like it, and then we'll go with the flow, and it'll be a lot easier. But for now, I see something up ahead. It looks like 2 big smokestacks or something. And it may be the dredging machine that I've been seeing signs about, dredging the river. That's why they're asking me to proceed with caution. But we'll have a look at it. We'll just go over here and we will ultimately have a look and see what we can see. Big rock quarry and dredging operation, sand quarry. So we'll just have a look. And this may be the dredge up here. I see a pipe going all the way across the river, and there's some orange buoys or barrels floating in the river up ahead. So we may have to turn around because I don't want to get caught up in whatever the heck that is. But we're going to get a closer look at it because it might not be anything. We might be able to go right past it or over it. Might not be anything that's going to slow us down. Caution, pipeline crossing. So this is a pipeline crossing. We got to get across this pipeline. Now this pipeline floats in the water, and so we've got to get over it. Most boats could not get over it. I think we can. I see what appears from right here to be a spot right there. I don't think we're going to touch the pipe. We're going to touch it, but I wouldn't go over there or over there. I think right in the middle. Of course, there's turbulence in the middle, so that tells us the water's really flowing right there. We'll give it a try, y'all. We will give it a try. We're gonna go over a pipeline, a floating pipeline. What kind of pipeline is it? It could be gas, it could be oil, it could be anything, because I don't know. But I do see at least 2 pipelines in front of us. Yeah, the pipe's bouncing up and down. Hopefully it's not electricity. We don't want to get shocked. Yeah, we got 2 pipes. A small pipe right here that all this debris is caught up on, and then a larger pipe up ahead. So it may be, man, if it's really hard metal, then I'm gonna hear that on the bottom of the canoe. Okay, we're about to pass over it. Yeah, it is metal. It's a metal pipe. We're going over it. And this is a metal pipe up in front of us too. It's bobbing up and down. Well, no, it's plastic, but it is bobbing up and down. It could tip us over if we hit it at the wrong time. So, all right, now it's up. Now we're gonna go over it. Yes. Whoa, it came up. It's a big metal. Yeah, it's got metal joints on it right there, but we just made it over it. No other boat could do that. So ladies and gentlemen, we're doing something that nobody else can do. We just made it through over a floating pipe. Only an airboat could do that. And maybe not even an airboat. But we just did it. So we're over that floating pipeline. What kind of pipeline is it? I do not know. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. But we are over, and we just created the next level of handicap accessibility here. We are in a place that nobody who's not in a canoe or a kayak can access because of that pipe. All right, we're gonna move forward. Oh, I see what's going on. We've got sand. They're mining sand over there, and my guess is the pipe. They're mixing the sand with water and pumping it back to the Oklahoma side from Texas. Because this sand quarry over here, there's the machinery right there. You can see it in operation. So Oklahoma is taking some of Texas and putting it over on their property. I don't know. I guess they've got a license to do that. It's none of my business, but I just I find that interesting that they're taking the sand over there, and I think that's what's going on. I don't know for sure. That pipeline may be totally unrelated to what's going on over there. But yeah, they've got bulldozers and mining equipment, the same type of mining equipment that they used on the series Gold Rush for mining gold. They're using all that same equipment over there. Very shallow right here. Look at this. See how shallow that is? Bam, touching the bottom. So, about to go sideways though. I need to keep propelling myself forward. Getting pretty close to this tree laying on the river bottom. No telling what's laying on the river bottom beneath us that we can't see. We're getting closer to those two smokestack looking things. We'll go over to it and see what it is. Proceed with caution, proceed with caution. Dredging operation ahead. Okay, so we're past the dredging operation. So whatever we saw back there was the dredging operation. Nice of them to put those signs up, because I know there's not a whole lot of people traveling up and down this river. But the few who are, it's good to know what's going on. Ah, heave ho, heave ho, heave ho, heave ho. Ah. Heave ho, heave ho. Nice little stream right there flowing into the river, a little tributary. We're moving slowly, but we are moving and moving forward and moving in places where others cannot move. So our work, our labor, our efforts are meaningful. And man, it's beautiful. And that's part of it. It's just the beauty of seeing untouched wilderness. Untouched. Undeveloped. Pretty undeveloped, but yeah, we do have a sand quarry over here to our left, but you know, the river's only going to let it build itself up so much. It's here for the sand. Man, going against the flow and the wind. Wind's coming out of the north. This is a bend in the river where I am actually headed north. The river, you know, it winds and goes to the west, but this section is a big dip in the river that dips down in to Cook County. And so we're on the edge of that dip, moving north. So shallow right here, but we can see across the river right over there, those two pipes sticking out of the ground. I think it may be the dredge. It may be a dredge. I don't know. Some machinery, some of it's back behind that sand. We can't really see it completely yet. It might be oil field related. There are people. I see two people over there, so there are at least two people. Three people. They're working it, whatever it is. Yeah, there's a lot of people over there. Big operation, whatever it is. They're all down there working on that machine, or with the machine. Yeah. Which way should I go? I don't know. I could either go to the right or the left. We've got sandbars in the middle. I'm gonna go to the right and we'll just see what happens. Yeah, they are working. I wish I knew what they were doing. If anybody knows, comment in the video to let me know. My videos are so famous and popular around here, these guys will probably see it and tell me themselves what we're looking at here. You know, I could probably just get out of my boat and walk over there because this is public land, and that'd be fun to just walk up there and talk to them and ask them what's going on. But you know, it's what they do for a living. It's their job. They do it every day, and they're at work on the clock, so I'm not gonna bother them. I'm just gonna keep paddling. Getting real shallow right here, real shallow. And that flow is taking us close to these branches here. There are shallow channels on the bottom of this. It's just I can't see where they are, so I could be on top of a sandbar one moment and then in a channel the next. But right now it's pretty deep, you know, it's 4 deep, 3 or 4 feet deep, which is pretty deep. So we're in a channel right now. No paddle, no move forward. Only way to move forward is to paddle here because we are going against the wind and against the heavy flow. Really, it's a heavy flow because some places like this, it just gets narrower and you really get to see that it's flowing. I can see the turbulence all across here. So it's work moving forward. I'm going backwards right now. Now I'm paddling and moving forward. So the moment I stop paddling, I start going backwards. So we're going to turn around here pretty soon, I think, because I just have never done this before on this, going in this direction, and I just wanted to see what it's like. So it's hard work. That's what it's like, hard work going against this flow. So we're gonna go with it here in a little bit, turn around and just kind of, it's gonna be a lot easier. We're gonna get back a lot faster than it took us to get to this point. Big rocks right there. So that tells us the river, you know, it moves a lot, it changes course a lot, and it will move those big boulders, but they are big, very big boulders. All right, I think I'm gonna turn around right here. I got these pretty rocks right here. It's just kind of a landmark that I can remember. And we're gonna head back, which is gonna be a lot easier with this flow in our favor, pushing us, and the tailwind. So get a good look around here. We made it past all the dredging, and I'm gonna turn around. So here we go. Just turning her around, paddle on one side and just turn. Oh man, we don't want to go into the riverbank though. Oh, I gotta turn fast because that current really is pushing us. So there we go. Now we're moving really easily right now. We're going pretty fast compared to how it's been going as I've been paddling up the river. So this is really a great workout. Yeah, it really is a great workout because you can work hard as long as you want paddling, and then when you turn around, it's just going to carry you back. You can work as hard as you want if you want to go faster, but I mean, I could just basically steer the canoe in a straight direction, and that could be it. And we would make it back because this flow, it's really moving us faster than I could move the boat going against the flow with the oars. So that's good. Yeah, we are just enjoying the ride back. I'm gonna straighten her out a little bit. That's all it takes to get the front end straight. Yeah, we're just gonna ride this flow. Oh, this is really nice, y'all. I can just focus on enjoying the view instead of working so hard to keep the canoe moving forward and in the right direction. So it's really great. This part of it's great. This is why it wouldn't be a bad idea to put in further up the river somewhere and just make a trip out of it. There just aren't many access points to the river. So living in Gainesville, that I-35 bridge is a pretty easy one. Anybody can get to, but it's still hard to get down there. It was for me. I hope I don't slip and fall trying to carry this canoe out of there, but we'll see. We will see. All right, beautiful. Not a bad idea to wear sunscreen. I did wear long sleeves, and I've got a cover over my face and nose. I've got sunglasses on, so yeah, look at that. It's just carrying me along. Carrying me along. So quiet and peaceful. Yeah, those guys are over there working on their dredging operation. Yeah, it's about lunchtime, 12:30. Yeah, it's real cool. Proceed with caution, indeed. Dredging operation ahead. So that's what's to our right, but that pipe that's piping that sand or whatever, it's bobbing up and down and it could tip us over. So we got to hit it just at the right time. When the pipe bobs down, we got to go over it as fast as we can, because it can bob up pretty high. And if we go into it like right when it's bobbing up, it'll tip us over, or at least stop us, maybe turn us sideways. So it's kind of dangerous. We got to be careful right there and time it just right. All right, we're coming up on it pretty fast. This pipe. It's the biggest obstacle we've come across so far. And it's important to, the pipe, like I said, is bobbing up and down. It's important to go across as fast as we can right when it goes down, because it's gonna bob back up, probably hit us. But we don't want it to hit us just right while we're right in the front of the canoe. We'd rather it hit us in the back of the canoe, so we need to wait for it to go down. Pipeline crossing. Got to exercise extreme caution. Getting closer to it. Yeah, it's coming up pretty high at times. Okay, it's about to come up. Now it's going down. Okay, here we go. Oh, now it's coming up. Oh, it got me. But guess what? We're over it almost. Yes, we made it. All right, so we got across over this pipe, this floating pipeline now. We go over this little pipeline, this littler one right here. And it's also oscillating up and forth, back and forth, up and down. That flow is causing it to resonate, but you know, we got over it too. So smooth sailing from here on out. Just got to watch out for the sandbars. Try not to get sideways when we hit one of those in the front. You know, that'll cause the back end to swing around. But you know, this is such a slow flowing wide river that I think we're going to be okay. I think we're going to be all right. We have plenty of time to react, and we have plenty of time to think things out when the water's not moving too fast. When it's dangerous is when the water's moving faster than you can think and react to what's going on, and then you can end up tipping over and floating, you know, or drowning, you know, floating down the river or drowning. So we've stayed pretty darn stable so far. All right, this is where the water's flowing quite a bit. It gets shallow in some spots, but so far, as long as we stay in the heavy flow, I think it'll get us there. Yeah, it's looking good, my friends. Yeah, this is clearly a sand quarry. They're dredging for sand. I'm just not exactly sure how that works, but it's happening all around us, so I'm getting about as close a look at it as you could possibly get from the river, middle of the river here. But yeah, they produce a lot of sand, and I'm guessing a lot of maybe gravel too. I don't know if it's mainly sand or if there's a big gravel component to it, or if there's any gravel component, because all I'm seeing here is sand. So I'm guessing that's probably what they do, the sand component for concrete and various applications and uses of sand. I'm not sure what all they use this sand for. Comment below if you know. I mean, I can guess a lot of applications, but I'm just not sure about all of them. Everything they use this sand for. Maybe they pump it down into the ground with I don't know, foundation repairs at houses. I don't know. Maybe oil field applications. All right, so I think I need to go to the maybe to the left. Well, I don't know. The flow's kind of taking us to the right. We've got a big sandbar here, and the water's going around it on both sides. So I could either go that way or that way. I think I'm gonna go that way because that's the way I got here. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try that. It got us here, it should get us back. We could probably go that way and be just fine too. These islands, they form and they don't last long. You know, the river, it goes up and it changes it all, but these islands were served as military fortifications for the Native Americans. Back up near Spanish Fort, there was a historical account of the Native Americans having an encampment on the island in the middle and putting up a fortification basically, and so they had a kind of a natural moat around their fortress. So when the Spanish attacked them, they were actually able to beat the Spanish, thousands of the Native Americans. So this was a Native American superhighway, from what I understand, in pre-Columbian times and beyond. So 500 years ago, we would probably be canoeing alongside Native Americans who would probably be shooting at us with bows and arrows. Now that we've gone past that dredging pipe, I think that's what this is. I think the river got real high and just destroyed the pipe back there, and it went down the river, and that's it right there. That's an old used pipe, and then they've got the new one back installed back there. So I think that's exactly what this is. It's a dredging pipe, and I think that they dredge sand. They mix water with the sand and pump the sand out of the river. That's what I think. If I'm wrong, let me know. Okay, so we're gonna keep moving forward. Yeah, we got a house way up there with a great view of the Red River on the Texas side. I don't know if that's the Schmidt's house or not. It might be their neighbor. I'm not sure. Good view though. Right, we got another division in the river, another sandbar right there. The water's taking us that way. I'm gonna try to go that way. Well, I don't know, maybe not. I'm gonna try, we'll see. It might bottom out and force me to go the other way, but it's going around the sandbar in both directions. Could go that was probably the better way, but we'll see if we can make it going this way. It's real low, probably drag the bottom a little bit, but as long as we can get through, that's all that matters. Yeah, real shallow right here. See how shallow that is? Bam, it's like a few inches. Only a few inches, but we're making it. Now we can see the bridges again. I-35 bridge and the train bridge. So yeah, this is pretty hard to do. I mean, if it was easy, everybody would be doing it, because it is a great view. It's a great exercise, but there's too many factors that make it difficult. And so I don't know if I'm going to do it regularly. I was just trying it out, but I like it. It's just, I like riding my bike more, I'll put it that way. I like riding my bicycle more. It's a great upper body workout. I'll do it again, I just won't do it tomorrow, or probably not again this week, but maybe next week. Like I said, this is my first time to do it, and maybe I'll bring a sack lunch next time. Plan on going a little further, plan it out a little better. Every experience is a learning experience, and with today's learning experience, I know a little bit about what's west of the I-35 bridge, the Red River Bridge between Texas and Oklahoma, west and northwest. A lot of dirt work going on over there. Relative to these bridges, it's right here. So trees being bulldozed up there, right up to the edge of the water. Maybe they're bulldozing the trees into the river, I don't know, but some kind of work is being done up here, a lot of work, and trees bulldozed into the water. And you've got a road, you can tell there's just a lot of trees that have been taken down. Even a road has been made up there. A lot of bulldozer work. Backhoe, a lot of work. See the ground up above the riverbank up there, how the bulldozer has made a path, a road. All right. I need to get my canoe over on the left side, get around the sandbar. Real shallow right here. Man, this is such a great upper body workout. As a cyclist, you know, holding on to those handlebars, it's just not the upper body workout that this is. Not as much. Great workout for the legs, but I'll tell you that the next time I do this will probably be when my legs are too worn out from riding the bicycle to ride, and so I'll just do this instead. This river is so wide and it gets so high, it's just such a monster to cross, which is why these bridges like this are so rare. And there just aren't many access points between Texas and Oklahoma. There aren't many crossing points. That one right there is a huge one. I-35, Interstate Highway 35, that may be the biggest one across the Red River. Well, it is. In North Texas, it's the most heavily trafficked one for sure. We've got one further to the west between Nocona and Munster, north of St. Joe. Real nice bridge, it's just nobody's out there. Nobody's crossing it hardly at all because there's nobody living out there. It's just this is the bridge between the DFW and Oklahoma City. So it's the one that people use. But yeah, this old steel frame train bridge is really impressive as well. It's old. I've gone over it before on the train, and man, see how far it goes from that support to that support. It's just a major, two really long expanses, 2, 3, I don't know, 4. Just a huge amount of distance between there and there. So now I'm bottoming out, so I'm gonna push it a little bit. Feel that sand on the bottom, which is a lot better feeling than rocks. You know, a lot of creeks, you're just gonna drag the bottom and you're gonna hit rocks and scratch up the bottom of the canoe. Here, it's just sand. It's not gonna hurt the canoe at all. So it's soft, you can push through it most of the time, all the time really. So that's what we're doing. Bottoming out a little bit, but just pushing through that sand. All right, look at that, isn't that beautiful? Man, what a powerful steel frame bridge. Nice view of it right here. Nice view. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 huge beams. Huge beams. All right. Alrighty. So we're probably going to run aground right up here before the bridge, and then I'm going to carry the canoe on over there. I could go on past the bridge and explore that way a little bit, but I know what's over there, and so I'm not going to do that, because I'm just going to have to paddle back against the flow, which is always harder, against the flow, against the wind. And so I'm just going to run it aground, run up on the beach right before we get to this bridge, and then I'm going to haul this canoe out of here, put it back on my truck. Warning, do not anchor or dredge. So I guess they've had a problem with people dredging. Maybe they come out here and try to pump out. I don't know. That's another thing. I just don't really know why they would have to put that sign right there. No anchoring or dredging. So I'm guessing it has something to do with somebody like that operation back behind us. If they were to get a lot of sand out around that bridge, it could destabilize the bridge. But again, I'm not sure. It's an interesting sign to put up so big right there for people like me in the river to see. No anchoring or dredging. Does that mean don't throw out an anchor? I don't know. I don't have an anchor, but I could have an anchor. Does that mean don't throw it in the water if you have an anchor? I don't know. All right, I see my truck up there, the white truck, so that's good. It's still there. Hopefully nobody has broken the window or anything. It's kind of an isolated area where people dump stuff. There's been criminal activity, definitely criminal activity. This area makes the news for criminal activity sometimes, I'll put it that way. So, but you know, it's my only access point, so you do what you can with what you have, and that's what we did today. All right, I'm gonna keep paddling towards that river, or that bridge. All right, I think I'm gonna put it on the ground right over there and pull it out. So here we go, y'all. We're just gonna go over here, put it on the beach. Okay, I see where I put it in. I put it in right there, so let's take it out in the same place. All right. I can try to push it a little more. Yeah, get that, or push back on it. Yeah, we're making it. Okay, so I'm good, y'all. We made it, and I'm going to get out of this canoe. Gotta put my legs together, stick it, pop it in here, and just put it together, and we're just gonna get out here. and walk in this water a little bit. There we go. Man, I've been sitting down for a while, but I can walk, put my foot down in the front of the canoe, kind of walking along here, and that way I keep my shoe dry. And see, I put my foot right here on pretty much dry ground. Yeah, so now we're gonna pull her out. Now that my weight is out of there, it's starting to, it would float away if I didn't pull it. So I'm gonna pull it all up onto the beach. Yeah, we're gonna walk her on out of here. Real workout right here. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back at the truck now. Got the canoe loaded up. I just got to tie it down a little better, but we're done. We hauled that canoe up out of that river. And so it's time to go home. This adventure has come to an end. Thank you all for joining me. Until next time, y'all have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.